Hello, adoring fans. Haven't checked in a bit. It is Saturday? I think I really have absolutely no idea what day today is. Is it Friday? Oh my god. I had my surgery on Wednesday. That's messed up. I truly don't know if it's Friday or Saturday. Barb, is it Friday or Saturday today? Is today Friday or Saturday?
It's Saturday.
Okay. Couldn't remember. I'm vlogging right now. I couldn't remember what day it was.
Dear God.
I swear I'm not high on Oxy.
The way you yelled, I thought something fell over.
No. Ow. So it's Saturday. That was Barb. It's Saturday. My surgery was on Wednesday. I vlogged, I know, the day of surgery, but clearly, like, there's been a series of things since then. So not bad. I just want to fill you in. Actually, surprisingly, not bad. That sounded very pessimistic. I just mean that I'm healing way better, and for all the people that said, like, you know, the surgery's nothing like the first surgery, and you know, you'll be back on your feet before you know it. I almost feel like there's an "I told you so," but like it's more like a rejoicing. Granted, it's been a couple days, so I don't want to knock on wood. Knock on wood. Anyhow, so my surgery was Wednesday. Today is Saturday. Right now I'm extremely uncomfortable, mostly because of my surgical bra. So I want to just fill you in on what's been going on since Wednesday. Have to keep this kind of short because I want to eat. Stomach's bothering me a little bit. I did read my post-op, like what they did and stuff, and I don't think I talked about that on Wednesday when I vlogged, because I'm pretty sure that the post-op stuff wasn't out yet. A couple of things I'll just note first. I got my hair cut before surgery. I don't know if you could see how small my ponytail is. I did not want my hair to be able to touch my neck in a ponytail because, like, sensory, both times, or I don't know, in general, like, there's a nerve thing going on when there's nerve regeneration or activity going on. My sensory stuff just gets all out of whack. When I had my double mastectomy, I hadn't started all the fun medications that I'm on now, between the Lupron and the Zmeta and the tamoxifen. Probably mostly the Lupron seems to throw me for a loop when it comes to sensory stuff. And I'm due for my Lupron, my 17th Lupron. I'm due in just about a little over a week. Just about a week. And the week before Lupron is always like super emotional time. So even just like, I was literally just walking into this room and it was like nothing happened, no drama. Like, today's been a good day. And like, boom, I just felt the physical urge to cry. And I'm like, nothing even happened. It's just very weird how that works, but that's the Lupron. But that's not any new news, so let's not waste time on that. But the sensory stuff I did in order to get ready for before surgery partly was to cut my hair. I had my roots done and stuff. My hair, you saw my hair a couple days ago, it looked nice. I'm hot and uncomfortable right now, which is why it's up. And I'm not my normal, like, sexy ass self, but whatevs. I did put, like, the long vlog that I did about all the sensory, like the rock and all this other stuff I put as sensory things in case I need them. I haven't needed any of those things. I did use the gel, which I think I should, the putty. I'm pretty sure I showed you that. The gelatinous putty, like, I have used that. Honestly, soft and cuddly is what I've needed when it comes to sensory things. I have not had anything in extremes where I need something like rough or something. It's soft and fuzzy. So, Gund teddy bears, good thing to have because they're very soft and fuzzy. Soft, comfy blankets. I have this one blanket that's super fuzzy and it's pretty kind of heavy, so it's, you know, the feeling of weight on you does help. That's really all I feel like I've needed. I haven't opened the Play-Doh. I haven't used the fidget cube. I feel like that's pretty much all that I've used for sensory stuff. And then my hair, like not having my hair on my face. I haven't washed my, I actually haven't showered since surgery. I was supposed to shower today. I did a lot of other stuff today. A lot. I did a whopping 4 minutes of biking today on the recumbent bike, which still is a big deal. And I'm totally out of order. So let me just rewind and slow it down. So I'll fill you in on what they did, because I know I didn't read the report last time that I vlogged, because I'm pretty sure. So they, the whole point of my revision reconstruction was I thought that, I talked about many times, I thought that back in October of last year when I dropped, it was like 3 months after my double mastectomy, I dropped my phone on my chest and I thought I punctured my implant, and that just like over all the time of it healing, my boob was like, the point of like doing something about it is when I was able to take my boob and fold it in half, and I'm like, that's not normal, something's not right. And I had tests done and scans done, and they're like, there's nothing wrong with the implant. And I'm like, yes, but look what my boob is doing. That's not like normal, especially not for an implant boob. So long story short, my plastic surgeon was right. Shocking. I should have listened to him the first time. Like, how do I even know more than he does? I don't. He's a genius. He's awesome. But I just had it in my head that I did something to the implant. I didn't do anything to the implant. I didn't puncture the implant. He always thought it was something wrong with the sling, like the pocket that your implant sits in, and that's exactly what was wrong. They took out the implant. Originally, the plan was to replace my implant, but they took it out and they put it in this like antibiotic solution thing. I guess like when you have a flat tire or something. And I have a reminder. Oh, to watch the runway show. The Runway for Recovery is doing their California show today, but since it's Pacific time, it doesn't start till like 9 p.m. I hope I remember to come back to that, because the runway show really did empower me for like a long term thing. So I hope I come back to that. If not, someone make a comment and say, Jen, you talked about the runway thing. Can you come back to that? Because my memory is not the greatest right now. So like if you have a flat tire, you know, they put the tire in to see like where the leak is or something. I feel like they did that with the implant, and there was no leak. The implant was entirely intact. What he did end up doing was the pocket, I don't need to go into super detail, but the pocket, like he said, that the implant was sitting in, I don't know, like yes, the boobs are new, but like my skin is still the skin of a 50-year-old woman, and I don't know, like it's not like something necessarily went like wrong, but it just seemed like the skin just moved down more than the other side did. So he just like lifted up, like cut into old stuff. There was like cutting involved. Clearly it's surgery, but cut into the old one, lifted it up, and also lifted it in, because you know, I'm sure from other vlogs I've been talking about like my torso, like my implant seemed to like start over, and there was like this gap where there was like nothing there, and it was creepy and it physically hurt. So now like when I go like this and look down, it looks like two little bumps, which is what boobs are supposed to look like. So that's exciting. I still have like ink all over me because he drew a lot all over me. And I tried using makeup remover wipes to get a lot of the markings off, but I don't want to like rub too hard because I don't want to irritate everything. Aside from pain from everything, I'm really itchy. I'm sure that showering will help with that, but like it's mostly the tape actually, so the showering will help to a certain degree, but I'm really itchy. So yeah, when I look down, it's like I have two bumps, which is nice. And so I have like, you know, the pink surgical bra like I had the last time. Here's a fun tip or trick. I have a tank top on over the pink bra. This seems to keep riding up all the time, and like right now my left boob looks way higher than my right boob, but I know it's gonna fall down because I remember when I had the mastectomy, my right boob looked way higher than my left boob did. So I'm not concerned that they're not even right now, because I feel like that was the whole point of the surgery, is that they do settle, and it takes time, and you just have to have patience. It doesn't take forever, but it'll get there, and I have full confidence they'll look beautiful when they're done. He did do lipo on both sides. Um, I don't know much about liposuction. Uh, it looks on the side here, it looks like a ravioli was like pushed into my skin because it's like round and it has like this fluting on the outside, and it's like this three-pronged thing for the liposuction. I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of swelling there, so it's hard to even know what that's going to look like when it's done. And on the left side, he did a lot more work to shape it because the left side was just kind of a mess. And he went in there just to do some more shaping. So it's nice and like round. And I'm like, oh, here's my little baby boob right here. Um, but because there was a lot of stuff done here, like this is what hurts. And it's riding up high. I have a lot of tape on me. Like they cut into the same incision that they of my old scar, which is nice. So I don't have a new scar there. So only from about like the middle point to like the middle of my boob. And then there are bandages on the sides from where the liposuction was. This one looks kind of gross, but whatever. My follow-up is with him next week, and I imagine he'll take the tape off then. I remember last time when they took the tape off, when I had the drains out, it was just like a band-aid, like, rip, which, yes, you don't have sensation in your boob, but that doesn't mean the entire boob has no sensation, because like the middle part might not, but the outside sure as hell did. So when you're ripping off band-aid like off your boob, it's like, ah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I have a pretty high threshold for pain, but we'll see what happens. So, and some of the ink I can't get off because it's actually underneath the tape. So I wasn't allowed to shower, or they told me not to shower for the first 2 days afterwards. So it's not like I'm being gross by not showering for too long. I think that today was the first day, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, well, I could have done it last night, but today was the first day that I was allowed to shower. They don't want you using soaps and stuff. Same thing after the mastectomy. They just want you to let like water just kind of trickle over it. I have this personal thing because I had my hair, my roots done before, that I don't want to wash my hair in the shower because like you can tell my hair is really dark, and when I get my hair colored, usually it takes a couple of shampoos for the hair for the color to come all the way off. I don't want like coloring to come off and end up like on my skin where my scars are. This is just me. This isn't like science at all. But like I just don't want anything that's going to make my scars any darker. I'm like, oh, maybe the dye will sink into something and make the hair a bit darker. Like I just don't want to go there. And I'm sure that's just a me thing. Whatever. So my plan is to take a shower tomorrow. And by shower, I don't mean like I'm sitting with like a Pantene commercial in the bathroom. I have my shower chair in there. Barb has been staying with me. Uh, I'll probably put like a bathing suit bottom on or something. She's seen my boot. I have to check on them just to make sure that nothing's like oozing or anything. And I can't do that on my own. Like, I'm much more mobile than I was the first time through, but I mean, definitely need someone else to help with that kind of thing. And I have two sons. I'm not going to ask them to do it. So Barb has seen the foobs, the new foobs. Well, they're not really new. They're the reconstructed, revised boobs, whatever you want to call them. So I don't mind being like topless and just having like a bikini bottom or something on, but I'll be sitting down. So that's basically what they did during the surgery. It was about an hour, which I think I explained to you last time. So I've been medication-wise, I've been on the every I alternate, love the accent, alternate between Tylenol and gabapentin. Tylenol every 8 hours. So basically every 4 hours I'm taking a pill. Like at 4 o'clock I took the gabapentin. At midnight I'll take Tylenol at for a Is that right? No, sorry, I'm counting wrong. At 4 o'clock, I took the gabapentin. So 4 plus 4, so 8 o'clock, I will take the Tylenol. 4 hours later, after that, I will take the gabapentin, if I'm saying that right, going back and forth. So it's 8 hours between the gabapentins, and it's 8 hours between the Tylenols. So they're all 4 hours apart. Um, Last time, I feel like I was trying more to be a martyr, like, oh, I can wait and whatever, but I don't want to do that. Uh, the the antibiotics I was only on for 3 days, so I finished that this morning, which was good. I was taking a probiotic to help with my stomach, but my stomach's been fine from the antibiotics. Um, what else was I? Oh, the OxyContin or oxycodone. Um, Oxy's tough because it when I get to a point where I'm like, I took the gabapentin at 4 o'clock, and right now it's a little bit after 6, and I know I'm not due for any. The next thing I take is Tylenol. Tylenol is not really going to do much of anything for me. It's just like a little bit to get me through, but I can't go another 6 hours without having anything. I haven't taken an oxy since last night at 8 p.m., so it's almost 24 hours, which is pretty good. But I know my point. I don't need to be a martyr. Like, I need to, when I finish up here, I need to take the oxy, eat, not necessarily in that order, eat some dinner, and then it will help me sleep. The problem with the oxy, well, a couple of things, but a main problem with the oxy is that, like, it makes you not go to the bathroom. And anesthesia makes you not go to the bathroom, and that's just not a comfortable place to be. I have, no worries. TMI. But it does make you very uncomfortable, and a lot of people like to not be on the oxy afterwards, aside from the whole opioid thing, because it really keeps you from using the bathroom. Your parts just don't work. Um, and I get dizzy on the oxy. It comes on like that. So I have the cane that I got from the Council on Aging. Like, I don't really give a flying fuck right now that I'm 51 walking around with a cane. Whatever. I'd rather walk around with a cane than like bash my head on the wall because I'm dizzy and trying to do too much. But I think it was yesterday or the day before, I was walking, and then all of a sudden, like, the whole floor looked diagonal. I was like, whoa, that's trippy. And I held onto the wall, and my son and Barb were like, maybe we should give her the cane because the floor's not diagonal. So yeah, the oxy does things to me. It serves its function about the pain, getting rid of the pain, but it also makes me very, very loopy. Apparently, I'm entertaining. I can totally see how people have opioid addictions, but like, I don't like the nausea too. I don't like, I clearly don't like the dizziness because I can't like get up and just do what I want because I don't trust myself walking without some sort of aid, either a wall or the cane. Um, and the nausea. Last time when I had my mastectomy, they gave me alcohol prep pads, and they were like, just rip one open and smell it, and it'll help you get rid of the nausea. I did that once after this surgery, and I was like, oh, the smell of alcohol was so strong, and I'm like, nope. So I have not touched them since. Whatever. I do get nauseous, but I have not thrown up. I don't usually throw up. I've had a bucket around with me, kind of just as a like a safety blanket thing, but I haven't thrown up at all, but I do feel nauseous after I take the oxy. But it's, I mean, what, it was Wednesday morning, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so like 3.5 days, and I'm already like going a full day without taking an oxy, which is pretty good. They didn't give me a lot of pills, and I thought, oh no, I'm gonna need all the pills, and I don't, and I'm not being a martyr about it. Like, yes, it hurts, but it does not hurt anywhere near like what it did like the first time with the double mastectomy. Not at all. I mean, they're not doing nearly as much stuff. He didn't do anything on the right side to with my FOOB at all. The only thing on the right side was the lipo part. I'm pretty sure. I could double check the notes. So because of that, like, look at this, haha, my range of motion for my right side is like not impacted at all. And I'm a righty, so having this ability, I don't want to go too nuts because I am still sore underneath there, but having this ability is like game changer. I can get, I mean, clearly I'm not wearing a zip up hoodie or anything. I can get dressed much easier. I can comb my hair if I want to. I still am on lifting restrictions and like reaching and pulling and stuff. It's still not as easy, but like I opened up my back screen, my screen door, which is not an easy door to move with my right hand. And I'm like, woohoo. I just don't want to like overdo. On the same part, I don't want to underdo on the left side because I'm noticing I'm doing whatever with this hand and this arm. My arm like goes like this basically, and that's kind of where it's uh that's kind of where it stays. And I don't want to get in the habit of my arm is always like this because I feel like this is what caused my frozen shoulder last time. I didn't want to move my arm because I get in pain like that. And it's a balance between how much do you want to take in pain meds, how much pain can you tolerate. The goal is not to have no pain. The goal is to have like, I should say the goal is to have pain, but you're going to have pain. Tolerable pain is one thing, you know, like that's tolerable pain because it just went away. But I need to, I'm trying to just, I remember from OT last time after surgery is like just do normal things, but don't reach, don't pull, don't push, don't twist. You know, certain movements that you can't do with your hand. Even like simple things like opening a door, you know, turning the doorknob. That was super, super hard after my mastectomy. It's not as hard with my right hand because I'm a righty. If I do it with my left hand, I realize I don't have the strength to turn all the way to open a door. I can only do it part way. But I'm not protecting it as much as I was last time. I'm just trying to not treat it like it's something super foreign. Um, but still, like I said, protecting it. I do have written down, though I haven't done this and I should, the exercises that I had from my mastectomy after surgery were, maybe I'll just do them right here while we're here, was to do shoulder shrugs where you lift your, oh, that's funny. Oh, where you lift your shoulders up and down. Like the right side is like, whatever, no big deal. The left side is like, uh, but like shoulder shrugs. Because even when I shrug, I can feel it like all in here. It's a lot. And then like rolling. I'm doing this right before the oxy. Not a smart choice. Let me move this a little bit back. Rolling your shoulders. I don't know why I'm doing this right before I'm taking the oxy. It's kind of dumb. But the thing with the oxy too is like it almost makes you numb. So like you are moving things, and if you're moving them more than you normally would, it could hurt later. You just don't feel the hurt at the time because you're on freaking narcotics. But anyway, shoulder circles where you're going up and back in one direction and then back. Again, the right side isn't the big deal. It's the left side that is. Then back and up. To go forward. That's not a comfortable position to be in. So, where does it hurt and why? I don't have drains. I'm pretty sure I said that the first time. I'm thrilled to freaking death I don't have drains. I mean, I could have dealt with them, whatever, but my swelling, I did have swelling in my fingers and stuff before, really the day after surgery, because I don't have drains, the fluid has to go somewhere. So I still have a lot of swelling on both sides here. Like, look, I can even do this gently. I have a lot of swelling on both sides here, which that'll go down with time. But my fingers are not nearly as swollen as they were. I even did my nails. Look at that. They're marvelous, and my thumbs are pink. Look how breast cancer awareness-y I am. But yeah, the swelling's gone down. Not having the drains. Oh, so I'm wearing the same, this is literally the same kind of surgical bra I had the first time through. And there's like these two things here that have like material that is like in a loop, and then the drains would hook onto that. I don't have drains, so they take the little fabric things and just cut them off. What's super itchy is the right side. I just had bandages on the side here, so it's like sore here, not really super itchy. The left side, I have lots of bandages here, lots of funky, it's like a lot of circles of stuff that he drew. Whatever, we'll figure that out next week when I go see him. The front, I just have a bandage from, it's actually a pretty small bandage too, from the middle of my boob to the inside, which is where he cut back into this scar. Um, oh, what was I saying? I've been like such a space cadet. What was I just saying? Oh my God. See, this is why I can't be a rocket scientist. I can't even say the damn word right now. Oh, the bra. It comes back. So yeah, so they why I'm uncomfortable. It always comes back. Oh, I'm not such a moron. I'm really not. So the tape, that's what I was getting at. So I have a bandage from the middle to the middle to the inside here, and there's Tegaderm, I think it's called, Tegaderm, Tegaderm tape, which basically runs like all over the place to keep, you know, the stitches and stuff, everything all covered up and in like one piece. But what's been happening is like I feel like there's some adhesive on my back too. I don't really understand what that's even from, but I took the surgical bra off at one point and was trying to just like peel off because I only have the one. In hindsight, it's good to ask for a second one if you're going in, because I feel like you can't wash this one because you're supposed to wear it like all the time. So how do you wear it all the time? Like you're gonna go a week wearing the same bra all day long. It just starts to smell too. And like, I don't know, whatever. Like you're going to surgery, you don't think about that. But if you do remember, it probably would be good to ask for a backup bra just in case. But what's super itchy on the bottom here, um, like my implant still, it's pretty high here, which is fine, but on the side there's Velcro here, like a Velcro closure on the side, which is rubbing up against the tape where the lipo was. And on the bottom, I don't know, I'm not lifting it up to look, but there's some hubbub underneath my boob. I don't know if it's just drawing or if it's tape. I don't really know. I don't think that there was an incision on the bottom of my boob. I can't imagine why he would do that. I'm pretty sure there's not, but there is tape down there, and it's rubbing up with like the line, the seam of where the bra ends. And then the spot that had the little loopy things that they cut is like also, you know, you take like a tag or something and you cut it and there's like a little piece left over in the end. That's rubbing in too. And I keep kind of like pulling it down a little bit, but I don't want to pull the whole thing down because like I'd like my boob to stay pretty high, you know, I don't want to be yanking it down all the time. I could, like last time we took these straps and like cut them to adjust them with Texas lettuce and tomato. But whatever, I'm at Saturday. I'll just play every day as it goes with the whole thing. But I kind of wish I had a second surgical bra so I could take this one off, wash it, you know, give myself a break, and then just put something different on. My hand still hurts a bit from where they had the IV in. It was kind of black and blue, which is weird because it was that way after the Zameda too. But it's getting better. And I had the coordination to frickin' do my nails. I just did the Color Street nails, whatever, so I did it myself. But like, I just sat at the kitchen table and gave myself a little, soaked my hands in a bubble, or not a bubble, what are those called? Bath bombs. They're called, my friend sent them to me. It's in a container called F-bombs. And it's a bath bomb called an F-bomb, and it's lavender. So I just like sat and I soaked my hands, but then like even that, I had to sit on like 3 pillows because I wasn't high enough and I had my arms over, so my arms were out like this. Again, on the right side, not a big deal, but the left side is not, you know, 100%. I'm not even going to try to reach my arm up to know where my range of motion is because I don't want to fuck around on this side. And like I said, I need to take, or not need to, I feel the need to take another oxy like soon. So movement wise, I went the day after surgery, I went down the stair, walked down the stairs and fall. I went down the stairs, I think I just walked across the parking lot with my son. He went to get a package or something, and then we walked back up, and that was it, which was fine, which was great because like the mastectomy took me a very long time to even get down the stairs. I put those little videos up on Facebook, I think, and I sped them up super fast so it looked like I was walking at a normal pace. And my son made a comment too how the speed at which I was walking, even though I don't think I was using the cane at that point, because it was a day right after surgery, but he said like I was walking at like a much more, like still very slow, but like a lot faster than I was when I had my double mastectomy. Um, so that was the day after surgery, and then yesterday I walked downstairs with Barb. I had the cane that time, and I just did like a loop by my apartment complex, not very far. Like normally that loop would take me 5 minutes to walk. Maybe it took me a half hour or so because I was just walking really slow. And it's January. It was very cold outside, so when you're breathing in the cold air, just the act of breathing like that was bothering me here. So after that little like walk, I was like, down for the count. I've been sleeping okay. A friend of mine gave me a wedge pillow, like a pillow system, I guess. Does not work for me in my bed. It just bothers my back. I don't know why, but I do have it on my couch, and it's been working out really well. It has memory foam. Um, it's kind of similar to the ones I showed when I had the mastectomy, so you can rewind and take a look at those. But it's like a 3-piece wedge system. Um, and like I said, it works well for there because like when I'm sitting like this, the bra gets crumpled up here just because of my belly and stuff. Um, with the wedge pillow, I can't really do it here because of the chair I'm sitting in, but I'm more at an angled back. So like it's flatter, my stomach can like smooth out, and then it's not so bunched up under here with my bra. My bed situation is literally identical to my video when I did the video of how to empty the drains. And this is why it's like handy to have the vlogs, because I'm like, I remember that working for me, and I'm like, I couldn't remember how to make the pillows be like that worked. So this again, those are my particular pillows. So I have like a pillow. My bed is a sleigh bed, by the way, so the headboard's like at an angle. So there's a pillow behind it to like fill in the gap from like the sleigh bed part. There's a husband pillow that wraps around, and then I have a pretty like a mushy pillow towards the bottom of the husband, because that provides some support to my back. After the first night or two, my back started really bothering me, and I remember that from last time too, because I would use Tiger Balm on my back because it hurt. I'm much more comfortable this time, but after the mastectomy, I do remember using Tiger Balm. I don't know if I ever mentioned that in any of my vlogs. I use Tiger Balm on my back because like you're at an angle for so long and you're resting so much. Like I hardly spend any time on my, like literally I get up in the morning and I except for maybe the first day, I'm like in the kitchen, or I'm in, not the kitchen, but in the dining room, whatever. I'm sitting around. I'm not like sitting in bed the whole time. I have a pillow set up in I have the, what do you call it? The wedge system pillow on my couch. And then I have a chair that has like pillows that I can put my feet up onto. Also have my feet elevated because of the swelling and stuff. But yeah, so if you're having a hard time with arrangements of pillows, everyone's obviously different, but you can, I'm looking over here because my bed's right there. But you can look at that vlog of the how to empty the drains. No, I have no idea what day it was. It's probably like, I don't know. I think it was like almost a week after almost a week post-op the first time. But you can see how my pillow setup was. And that's working for me because I'm sleeping pretty well. I'm up like every 4 hours to take meds, but like in between that, I'm sleeping pretty solidly. Of course, the first night wasn't great, but like after that, I'm not really like in pain. And like when I had the mastectomy, I wasn't on all the meds too. So like I, I still have my hot flashes and stuff because of the Lupron and the tamoxifen and all that stuff. So I have all that added joy in addition to all the stuff that I have to deal with anyway. But honestly, it's been okay. I've been able to brush my teeth. Like I said, I've been able to brush my hair. I even got compression socks on by myself. Granted, I pulled a little bit too much with my left hand, so that was a little awkward. Having slip-on shoes is very helpful too because I am able to tie my shoes. I'm mostly using my right hand, but I can use my left a little bit to be able to like tie sneakers. Those boots that I got are they're hard to get on, so I've been using the shoehorn, very handy, that I had gotten from surgery the last time. What else? Oh, you know what I love? Maybe I'll just end it with this one because I'm getting on to 35 minutes here. So because like we're in January of 2023 right now, the COVID-19 pandemic started pretty much about 3 years ago. The shutdown was a little bit less than 3 years ago. Um, but it was pretty much January 2020, I feel like, when the world started to be like, what's going on? What's that about bats you're talking about? So when people brought like food and all that kind of stuff and wanted to help when I had my mastectomy, I was like, I didn't want anyone in my apartment because I was so worried. I had had COVID already at that point, but I didn't want to get COVID again because you can get COVID more than once. I was afraid about getting sick. I was afraid about my kids getting sick because I'm like, if they get COVID, how am I supposed to take care of them after I just went through surgery and stuff? Um, so timing wise, it's just, I'm grateful that we're at the place with COVID that we're at, that I said to the people that signed up on my sign up genius, like, I need people to be vaccinated and boosted so I have less of a chance of potentially getting sick when they come over and drop off groceries or meals or whatever they're doing. So like I don't think I don't think I've had this many friends over to like hang out. Even when we're not like hang out, but like they're dropping off meals and just staying to chit chat or something in a long time. And I just, like, with all of the crazy and stuff, I just feel like so loved and nurtured and taken care of, and like it's gonna be okay. And even with, I swear I haven't taken the oxy yet, but I'm so in love with my apartment right now too. I did clean it up like a lot before surgery, and I had a cleaning service come in here to like clean it, like, you know, vacuuming. Um, I'm obviously vacuuming and stuff, but like they do a pretty deeper clean than like I would do. And my main living area is just like, it's like my safe, happy place. And this morning, for example, I think I've mentioned before that I do a meditation group, and I couldn't get up to go there today. I can't drive while I'm on the oxy, that's for damn sure. And I'm not able to really physically. Today was the first day I was in a car since I came back from surgery, and even like if I hit a pothole, I'm like, ah. So they came here, and I mean, it's two people, and like it was me and Barb, and it was just so nice. Like, it was chill. We had a good environment. There was like good energy and like positive flow of just like love and support, and people are like, my one friend dropped off food on Thursday, I think it was, or I don't know, every day seems like whatever. I don't even know what, well, today's Saturday. Maybe it was even yesterday or the day before. I don't remember what day, whatever day she came. Pretty sure it was Thursday. She dropped off food, and then, you know, I said, do you want to like hang out for a minute or something? Because I'd like to spend time with her. And we were just chatting, and we all had masks on because, you know, I don't want to be super, you know, I don't want to get sick on top of everything else. And it was just nice. And like today, my son went to the gym. Barb had to step out for a little while, so I was like solo for, I don't know, like an hour or something. And then the person that signed up for my sign up genius, who's a good friend of mine, she said she's going to be by in a half hour to drop off food. And I told her, like, that's awesome, I can let you up. And I said, can you wear a mask so you can bring the food into my kitchen? Because I can't like carry a heavy bag. I'm on weight restrictions for what I can carry, and I'm not sure what she's bringing. And she's like, of course. So she comes up, and I let her in, and it wasn't a big deal to have her come in and go into my kitchen and drop stuff off. And then I just talked to her for a couple minutes, whatever. And she left, and it was just so nice. It's like all this positive energy like coming into my home. And ah, it's just such a good feeling. It's such a good feeling, especially for someone who's been through so much shit. It's such a good feeling to have like positive, loving people entering your space. I'm gonna get all like, for a second. I bought before my surgery, like right before, I got a sage stick and I saged my apartment to like cleanse it from all the evil spirits and like, start anew and bless this place and all that kind of stuff. And I can't even like, I mean, you guys, if you've been following these vlogs, you've seen my roller coaster of emotion with all of this shit. And like, I can't begin to describe the feeling. Like, I've been having a hard time describing my feelings, but like, I feel like warmth and safety and love and support and like non-worry. Like, I don't have to worry. Like, I have people that have my back, that love me, that will take care of me, like unconditional. Like, it's not like I have to do something back or prove something or whatever. And I'm much more like, I created very large boundaries after my cancer diagnosis because, which I've said before, and I'm not going to add negative energy into this vlog, but I put up pretty big boundaries as to who I want in my space and who I don't after the cancer diagnosis. And most of that was led by other people not being in my space that I wanted to have in my space. And I've learned through lots of different experiences, you can't force outcomes. You can't make people feel a certain way no matter what you want. You can manifest and do all that kind of stuff, whatever, but like, you can't make people do things. All you can control is yourself. So like, this time through, I'm like, you know what? I know what I need. I'm very in tune with myself, like physically, emotionally. I am very in tune with myself. And that's come with a lot of work that I've done to be that way. And I've set up those boundaries of like, this is not going to work for me. So you can't be in my space. This is going to work for me. You need to be in my space. As I look over there, like my son got me these flowers that are my favorite flowers. And most flowers make me sneeze. Those don't make me sneeze. And I wake up in the morning and I look at them and they're absolutely gorgeous. And the smell is just so faint and it's perfect. As bizarre as this is, there is so much perfection in how the pieces are coming together in my life. I can't even explain. And like I said, I swear I haven't taken the oxy yet because I do get a little like woohoo when I've been on it, but it's been 22 and a half or yeah, 22 and a half hours. But I'm just like so happy to have that feeling now, even though it sucks how I got there and the lessons that you learn in life that just really suck because of all the shit that might happen to you. And there's the why me, blah, blah, blah. But when you do the work and all the stuff that I've done to get to where I am today, I feel like I should have an Oscar in my hand right now. It's amazing. I'm so blessed to have like a friend who can just like stay with me and take care of me and come in every 4 hours in the middle of the night and make sure I have my meds, because truly I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be taking when, but she is on it and I know that, and to have kids that are loving and taking care of me and supportive. Like today I went to the gym. I went on the recumbent bike for 4 minutes. 4 minutes is all I could do. I did 4 minutes just to get my legs moving. You don't want to have blood clots and stuff. And my son was just so supportive of like, holy shit, like 4 minutes. Like you went to the freaking gym. You're only like 3 days post surgery, And I could, but when my groin started bothering me, which is kind of weird, so I stopped. And I'm like, nope, my body's telling me to stop. So I stopped and I stretched out. And I used the exercises that I had done from the strength and motion training, which I cannot rave enough about, because between my abs and my legs, I feel like my core and my legs, I feel like that program set me up so much for success with this whole post-op thing. I need to write a letter to the trainer that I had because, ugh. But there's just so much like I'm just so grateful for, and the energy around me is just like it's not stress, and it's support, it's food, it's love, it's hugs, it's smiles, it's laughs. If you haven't done this yet and you have an ALEXA, ask her to fart. You can be playing that game for a half an hour and just rolling, laughing literally your ass off. Well, not literally. That's dumb. I hate people use the word literally too much. Anyway, you'll be laughing a lot. You won't literally laugh your ass off. You will literally laugh, but not your ass off. She does this thing where if you ask her like ALEXA and say, can you fart 34 times that specific number, it's a freaking riot. I have the sense of humor of like a middle schooler. But anyway, I'm just grateful, so grateful, with where I am in my like journey right now. Which seems like I shouldn't be on that because I'm talking about freaking post-surgery right now, but there's been enough where people are like, oh, poor Jen. And I'm like, I don't want you to look at me like poor Jen. Have I gone through a lot of shit? Yeah. And like, here's where I am. And look at the people that are around me. Like, they're pretty awesome friggin' people. And when you can have that kind of team around you, it says something about you. You know? Today was just a really, really, really good day. Except for right now when my boob really hurts and I need to stop talking because I was supposed to stop a while ago, but this is how it goes with my vlogs. I'm going to do a 20-minute vlog. 46 minutes later. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to go eat a healthy meal right now and oh, and then watch the runway show. I don't want to get too much into that because I know like all I'll say about the runway show is Runway for Recovery. You can go back and watch that vlog too. That was from October. They have a Southern California runway show that's going on today. And clearly I'm not in Southern California, so I will be watching it, though virtually from my computer. I feel like runway, even though I was kind of anxious about what was going to happen because I'd never done it before, and it was like your big like coming out after having breast cancer, I feel like it has given me confidence that I wasn't even aware. I mean, obviously going down a runway, you're going to have confidence because you have 1,000 people clapping for you. But what gets held on to it after that's done, after the lights are shut off, after the fancy clothes go away, like all that stuff, it leaves you with this self-confidence that like, it's not just you, which is unfortunate with breast cancer. And you have a whole pile of people that are going through stuff that get it, that understand like what you're going through and can be there to help you. I've reached out to like several people, some that I've met through Runway, to, you know, told them that I was going back in for surgery and they're giving me, you know, some advice or just checking in on me or whatever. And it's given me it's given me such a gift, aside from just the actual runway event. It's given me such a gift, and I feel like I haven't even like delved into a fraction of what runway actually is. So I will give a shout out to Olivia for creating the whole Runway for Recovery thing, but I didn't even realize what it left with me. Part of the showering thing and then I'm gonna stop talking, I swear. The showering thing is hard. Very, very, very hard after a mastectomy. Because when you're showering, you're taking off your top. And you're looking at what your body looks like now. And you see all the lines and all the tape and all the hubbub from the surgery, let alone the fact that like your boobs are either gone or reconstructed, not looking like what they used to look like, and you don't know what they're going to look like in another year from now. I'm not scared to see myself without my bra on to shower this time because I have faith that even though right now, oh, this side is way higher than this. Oh, it's not up here, it's here. But this side is higher than this side is. But I know it's going to drop because I've been through this before. And I have stuff written all over me, but it's going to get washed off because it's just marker. It's going to go away. The cancer's gone. It went away. And worst case scenario, if it comes back, I have every faith that it'll be gone again. They just came out, there's this, I haven't read too much about it, about a vaccine now for breast cancer. That's not even like something I'm making up. Like, I'm totally serious that people are sharing this whole thing about some vaccine for breast cancer now. I don't know. I'm always like exuding like a lot of positive energy right now, and I need to rein myself in. But not that I'm jumping for joy to shower and see myself, but I'm not scared to see myself without my top on. And I think that like once this is dropped down enough, the next step is to get my nipples tattooed on. I'm 90% sure that I'm not going to have the reconstructed nipples, as I've heard nothing but negative things about them. And then once I have them put on, it's like I would feel more like a woman and ready for like the next step of stuff, of life. And after all the shit in my life that I've been through, and good things too. I'm not saying my whole life is shit. That's totally not true. But it's been a lot of unexpected things. And to be where I am now just like fills me with so much pride in myself and love for who I have around me. My heart's full. My heart's full. Gotta get my belly full, so I'm gonna go eat now, and I will check in with you guys soon. Bye.